So let us start the theory class number 34. Today I am going to discuss about the indigenous medicinal plants. As we know, indigenous drug means the active principle or constituent present in medicinal plant or called indigenous drug, or you may say the traditional drugs which present in the medicinal plant or the plants. The active constituent or the active principle which is pharmacologically active may be either alkaloid, glycoside, tannins, resins, fixed oil, and gum. So the active principle of the medicinal plant are like that I have mentioned. And in traditional medicine therapy, we are thinking the treatment is the holistic way of treatment, and these treatment based upon the presence of the active constituent in the medicinal plant. And in addition to that, I mean alkaloid, glycosides, tannins, resin, fixed oil, gums. Some more are also present, like vitamins, like minerals, like flavonoids, like polysaccharide, and these all active principle or the constituent are participating in the therapeutic efficacy, or that will give some effect, particularly the pharmacological effect, pharmacological activity. Now we have to discuss about the plant which have the constituent possessing the some therapeutic value or pharmacological activity that we have to discuss about one by one. And regarding the plant, we are going to discuss about the scientific name, or you can say the botanical name, and the common name, either Hindi, English, Bangla, or whichever the language, we got the common name. Now we have to discuss also about the principal active constituent, and also we are going to discuss about in which part of the plant that active principle are in majority present. And the last one is the pharmacological activity of that constituent active principle. As we know, there are many or various active principles are present in the plant, and therefore they have various therapeutic efficacy or function or pharmacological activity. That is the we can say the holistic way of treatment by the plant because of the several ingredient active constituent present in the plant, and therefore they possess several pharmacological activity. Now we have to start with the plant. The botanical name, scientific name is Gingiber officinale. So Gingiber officinale is the botanical name, and the common name I think we all know about the spice, the adrak. So common name is adrak, and when we dry it, we that called soot, and then in English we call it the ginger. So ginger or adrak is the common name, and sunt is also common name, but is dried form of the ginger. The active constituent that gingiber officinale have, they have oleoresin, volatile oil, and the ingredient which possess the pungent principle are, and their name is almost you go through the scientific name that is matching with the scientific name or sometime common name. So the constituent which is pungent present in the adrak or ginger or gingiber officinale are gingerone. gingerols, and shogaols. And these parts are mainly present in the rhizome and the root of the plant. And the pharmacological activity of the ginger are several. There are various pharmacological activity that ginger poses, and that is the benefit of this adrak, and that is why we are using it as a spices and various functions. It poses pharmacological activity, act as antioxidant, anti-allergic, it removes the gas, so we call it carminative, antiemetic. It also reduce the degree of vomission, so antiemetic, and also reduce the inflammation, so anti-inflammation. And interestingly, it also inhibit the release of a neurotransmitter substance P. So it inhibit the release of neurotransmitter substance P, particularly by the constituent shogaols. Shogaols particularly inhibit the release of substance P, a neurotransmitter. Other action of the ginger are it also inhibit the thromboxane synthesis. It also prevent the platelet aggregation. So when there is platelet aggregation inhibition, it will increase the bleeding time. Increases the bleeding time because it will bleed, so it will increases the bleeding time. So this is about the ginger officinale. Next plant is the common name is tulsi, and this is one of the very commonest plant that we have seen in our in most of the household they have this plant tulsi, and that is why, because this holistic view is attached with the tulsi, we are also calling it the holy basil. So tulsi and the holy basil are common name for this scientific plant, Ocimum sanctum. The Ocimum sanctum is also called Ocimum tenuiflorum. So the most common name, botanical name is Ocimum sanctum. Common name we already discussed. And this plant possesses the volatile oils, particularly eugenol, and also have the beta caryophyllene. And because of this oil and other constituent, this Tulsi poses various physiological function which improve various physiological function, and therefore we have to use this plant for various pharmacological activity. And the plant leaves possessing the constituent, active constituent, and this plant possesses pharmacological activity like anti-inflammatory. It also reduces the blood sugar hypoglycemic. It also used to treat the ulcer, so anti-ulcer. It also reduces the stress, anti-stress. It also modulate the immunomodulation, so immunomodulator. And this we corona period, this one of the most usable plant to improve the immune system of the of the person. And also it also used as a pain relieving, so analgesic. It also reduce the fever, antipyretic. It also reduce the blood pressure, so antihypertensive. So it also used as a tumor, against the tumor, so anti-tumor. Also depress the CNS. So this plant possesses several activity. It also possesses antioxidant, and interestingly it also possesses antibacterial and helps to remove the gases, that is carminative. So this is all about the Ocimum sanctum. Third plant is Azadirachta indica. So Azadirachta indica, Azadirachta indica is a potent antibacterial plant. And similar to tulsi, this plant is also we have seen, and the common name of this plant is neem, and possessing various active pharmacological active constituent which is going to produce the various function as a pharmacological activity. So the active principle present in this plant neem, that is Azadirachta indica are Azadirachtin that I have already mentioned. If you are knowing the botanical name of the plant or scientific name of the plant, you may guess the active constituent. So Azadirachta, so name of the constituent is Azadirachtin. And what is this? This is terpenoid, triterpenoid. Then Azadirone, then Azadiradione, then Nimbidenine. So these are the constituent present in the neem, active principle present in the neem. So nimbine is quite matching with the common name neem. So nimbine are also the active constituent present in this plant, Azadirachta indica. Almost all the all part of the plant possess the constituent, active constituent. Also seed, also from the seed we are taking out the seed oil, and that we already mentioned earlier, that is a potent antibacterial, so it is insecticide. It is also antimicrobial, microbes against viral, antiviral, against the fungus, antifungal. Then it is also spermicidal. It is also used to remove the inflammation, so anti-inflammation. Also used to treat the ulcer, so anti-ulcer. Then emollient, soothing and softening action is called emollient. So these various pharmacological activity possessed by this plant neem. Next is the Piper longum. So these the plant Piper longum, and another plant the same botanical quite similar to this one is the Piper nigrum. So difference between Pygram longum and Piper nigrum is that the small one black one is called black, common name is the black pepper, that we call it the kali mirch, common name is the kali mirch or black pepper. The so small size is that there. Whereas longum, the name is telling this is long, so more length. So this is called Piper longa. So common name for this Piper longum are Pipli, Joborandi, and because it is longer in size, so we call it the long pepper. And both the plant possess an alkaloid as active constituent, which is important, and possessing the pharmacological activity is piperine. A piperine is an alkaloid, and this is present in the fruit. So dried fruit is spike, and dried unripe fruit, they possess this active constituent piperine, and this piperine is possessing various pharmacological activity, and you can say the other constituent are also present in the plant. So the therapeutic property or the pharmacological activity of this Piper longum is it act as against the allergy, so anti-allergic, act against the asthma, anti-asthma, so hepatoprotective, protect the liver. It also used against the against the helminth, so enthelmintic. It also protozoa act against protozoa amoeba, so anti-amoeba. It act as sedative. It also increase the bile secretion, so cholagogue. It also relieve the pain, analgesic. It also remove the gas, so carminative. It also lead to abortifacient, and it reduces the fever, so antipyretic, and it increases the sex libido, is called aphrodisias. So these all are the associated with this plant, and this also a bioenhancer, anti-convulsant, and antioxidant. So these are the therapeutic efficacy, therapeutic or pharmacological activity of active constituent piperine. So we iron piperine is an alkaloid. So this is about the you can see there are various alkaloid which possess the therapeutic efficacy, pharmacological activity has been isolated from the plant, that we have to go through one by one. Next is the Withania somnifera. Withania somnifera is also known as Withania ashwagandha. So the common name of Withania somnifera is ashwagandha, also known as winter cherry, also known as Indian ginseng. And this Withania somnifera possesses the steroid then the name is quite also matching with the scientific name. So the name for the steroid is the vithaferine. And the alkaloid this plant have, I mean the ashwagandha or Withania somnifera are, and the name is quite similar to the scientific name of the plant, is vithananine, somniferine, somniferinin. So these all are the alkaloid active constituent present in the plant, that is the Withania somnifera, particularly in dried root part, and also possessing various therapeutic efficacy like anti-stress, then anti-stimulant, then also to against the cancer, so anti-cancer, also against the helminth, so anthelmintic, also against the bacteria, antibacterial, also reduces the oxidation, so antioxidant, also reduce the depression, so antidepressant. So these are the various pharmacological activity with Hania somnia have, and the common name is ashwagandha. Another plant is very good plant, and which is quite one of the component is also present in the drug which we use as a increase the milk secretion, so lactogenic, possess the lactogenic property. So the name of the plant is Leptadina reticulata. So Leptadina reticulata is the scientific name, and the common name are Dori, Jivantu, Jivani, and also this is matching with the scientific name is a Leptadenia. So Leptadenia have the active constituent flavonoid, and the name of the flavonoid are luteolin. So luteolin and apigenin are flavonoid present in this Leptadenia reticulata, and terpenes or terpenoids are alpha and beta amyrine, and the whole plant possesses the active constituent to produce the lactogenic property. In addition to lactogenic, I mean to increase the milk yield to the animal, the other property are revitalizing, lactogenic, antimicrobial, anti-tumor, antioxidant, anti-ulcer, and immunomodulator. That is very, very interesting and important. That is about the Leptadenia reticulata. Next, now we have to go through the other plant. That is the name of the plant is the Tinospora cardifolia, and this plant is too much used as immunomodulator in this COVID period, and this is one of the very much used plant to improve the immune system of the people, and this is used as a immunomodulator. And because the size of the leaf is like the heart, so the cordifolia is coming, and so the name of the plant is the Tinospora cordifolia. So common name of this plant is Giloi, a Giloia, a Guduchi. So this is the common name of this plant, Tinospora cordifolia, and the alkaloid this plant have is berberine. Name of the alkaloid is the berberine. This is present in this plant, Dinospora cordifolia. Other than this constituent, this plant possesses diterpenes and glycosides. So these are the constituent present in Tinospora cordifolia, and the dried steam is particularly used for medicinal property, like it is against the cancer, so anti-cancer, against the ulcer, anti-ulcer, against the fever, antipyretic, against the oxidation, antioxidation. So this is very, very important, is immunomodulate. So this one is the immunomodulant, as well as it also reduces the lipid, so hypolipidemic, analgesic also, cardiotonic also, hepatoprotectic also. Regarding its analgesic activity of this Giloi or Tinospora cardifolia is concerned, analgesic activity is about one-fifth of the sodium salicylate. So this is very, very important about the Tinospora cordifolia. Next plant is the very important plant and very commonly available is Amla. That is the botanical name or scientific name is the Imblica officinalis. Imblica officinalis, other name is Pylanthus imblica, and the common name is the Amla. So as we know, the Amla is very much contain vitamin C. Other than vitamin C, it contain tannin and also contain alkaloid and also contain phyllimbene. So these constituents that I have mentioned about these are present in the dried fruit part, the bark, the leaf. So this is very important plant, and because it possesses the vitamin C, it become very important and possessing several property like it is used as an antacid, antioxidant, anti-cancer, anti-mutagenic, and also protect the liver hepatoproduct. You also use as a against the malaria, so anti-malarial. Then astringent, it precipitate the protein, so astringent, and anti-diabetic or carminative. So this is all about the Umbilica officinalis. Now we have to go through the next plant. The name of the plant is Eucalyptus globulus. Eucalyptus globulus is the common name is blue gum tree, also called Tilaparna. This plant possesses the active constituent is cineol that is cineol and also contain euglobules. So this constituent of the Eucalyptus globulus is present in the leaf and the flower buds and poses various pharmacological activity like expectorant, like antivirus, like antiseptic, like antibacterial, antifungal, antispasmodic. So these are the therapeutic efficacy of the plant because of the presence of the active constituent like cineo, cineol and euglobules. Now next plant is the Glycyrrhiza glabra. And this plant is possess very much important property that is spasmolytic. It is removing the spasm. So a spasmolytic plant, Glycyrrhiza glabra, and this plant is also very much used in this COVID period because of its immunomodulator activity. The common name is Jetimat or Mulethi or Lycoris. So this is the communal name of this plant, and that I have mentioned immunomodulator. Other than this property, they possess all the pharmacological action that we are going to discuss. And the active constituent of the plant, Glycyrrhiza glabra, is also based upon its scientific name. So glycyrrhizine is a triterpene saponin. So next is a hetinic acid, and the flavonoid is also present, that is liquid tizinine. So this is all about the Glycyrrhiza glabra active constituent. Now they where this active constituent is present in the dry stem, and what are the pharmacological activity that plant have? Are anti-inflammatory, immunomodulator against the cancer, also used as expectorant, also used to protect the liver, hepatoprotective, also estrogenic, also antioxidant, also antimicrobial and anxiolytic and anti-arthritis. Next is the plant name is the next plant is this both are the same, both are the same. Next plant is the Trichospermum emi. Trichospermum emi is is one of the very much used spice in our kitchen that called the ajwain. So the name is Trichospermum emi, and the active constituent that Trichospermum emi have is thymol, and this is a phenol present in the dried fruits part of this plant, and this removing helps to remove the gas, so that we are using in the spices in our kitchen. So this ajwain is possessing very good activity against to remove the gas, so carminative, also reduce the spasm, anti-spasmodic, and also check the diarrhea, so anti-diarrheal. So this is about the Trichospermum emi. Next is the curcuma longa. Other synonym of this one is the Curcuma domestica wellington. So similar to the neem, this Curcuma longa is also very potent antibacterial. And because its no name is turmeric, that is the Hindi name is the haldi, and this is one of the very much used plant for therapeutic property. And the constituent this plant have, we called the very common name is the curcumin, and the name is quite match with its scientific name curcuma. So curcumin, and also constituent are curcuminoids, and these constituent of the curcuma longa present in the dry rhizome part of the plant, possessing various pharmacological activity like against the inflammation, anti-inflammatory, against also helps to digestion, so stomachic. Then it also protect the liver, so it hepatoprotective. It also used as a tumor, anti-tumor. It also neuroprotective, antioxidant, anti-malaria, also increases the bile secretion which is thin in nature, and also a tyrosine inhibitor, blood purifier. So this plant curcuma longa poses various therapeutic or pharmacological activity that we have mentioned, and that is mainly because of the active constituent curcumin. Next, we have to go through the Adhatoda vasica. Adhatoda vasica is also poses very important active constituent. We call it, which is an alkaloid. We call it vesicine, or the name is also matched with the scientific name adhatonine. So adhatonine and vesicine both are matched with the scientific name of the plant Adhatoda vesica, and and the common name is the Vasaka, Edulsa, Vasa, Malbar nut. So these are the common name of this plant, and also this vesicine is very good bronchodilator. So this drug is used as a bronchodilator, also used in the spectrum, antitussive, antimicrobial, abortifacient, and anti-inflammatory. So these are the pharmacological activity present in this plant, particularly in part of the dried leaf and fresh leaf. So this is about this plant Adhatoda vasica. Next plant is Butea frondosa. Butea frondosa, other name synonym is Butea monosperma. So this is very much a plant is found in particularly in the the mountain area, in the jungle where the this stone is too much there. There you will find this plant Butea frondosa, and the common name is the Palas. So this is also called Bengal Kino, also called bastard teak. Regarding the constituent this plant have are monospermine, so palazoin, butyrene, palastrine. So these are the plastine is a plastine is a flavonoid glycoside. So this is about the Butea frondosa active constituent. Now we have to go through the part of the plant from which the active constituent is present are dried seed, bark, flower, and possessing the therapeutic efficacy or pharmacological effect is anthelmintic for the helminth, anti-fertility, astringent that is precipitating the protein, and also checking the superficial blood that is styptic. So this is about the Butium frondosa. Next is Aloe barbadense. Aloe barbadense is also called aloe vera tom excellin, and this plant poses various therapeutic efficacy, and the common name of this plant are musabbar, gurita, grita kalmi, and conver. So these are the common name of this Elois barbadense, and this plant possesses anthraquinone, that is anthraquinone glycoside, that is elloine, and imodine and lysine. leucine. So these are the active constituent present in this plant and to produce the pharmacological activity. And where this constituent present in which part of the plant is the dried leaf juice. Dried leaf juice. The pharmacological activity of this Aloe barabidensis are immunomodulator, very very important. Also helps to protect the wound, so wound healing, also act against the virus, antiviral, and then the purgative, analgesic, anti-inflammatory, and antimicrobial. So this is all about this plant. Now we have to go through the next plant. So next plant is Cassia agastifolia. The common name and this other synonym is Cassia sina. So Cassia agastifolia common name is, because the name is also scientific name is Senna, so it is Indian Senna, or it is also called Alexandrian Senna. Regarding the active constituent of this plant is concerned, the active constituent of this plant are rene, imodine, camphorol, and anthraquinone glycoside like cinoside. And these pharmacological constituent present in the plant is possessing the pharmacological activity like laxative or purgative. So this is about this plant Cassia agastifolia. Next plant is Rheum palmatum. Rheum palmatum is common name is rhubarb, possess the active constituent like anthraquinone, cinoside, rene, and anthraquinone, imodine. So imodine, rene, and cinoside are very much important active constituent in the plant, and this possess particularly in the root and rhizome part of the plant. Root and rhizome part of the plant. Regarding the therapeutic efficacy of this plant is concerned, it is anticoagulant, anti-inflammatory, cytoprotective, antimicrobial, anti-cancerous, antiviral. So this is all about the this plant Rheum palmatum. Next plant is the Acacia catechu. So there this the quite similar names are matched. One name of the plant is Acacia catechu. Another is the Erica catechu. So catechu is very much common in both the plant, but their common name is varied. Their physiological function is varied. So Acacia catechu is from that we are using the katha in the pan. And the another name of this Acacia catechu is Mimosa catechu. So Mimosa catechu could not confuse with the Areca catechu and Acacia catechu. Then this plant poses the Acacia catechu poses the active constituent, and the name is based on their scientific name is catechin, and also possess flavonoid like quercetin. So this is about the quercetin and catechin present in the Acacia catechu, and the physiological function this plant have are antiseptic, astringent, anti-dysentery, that means against the antisepsis, against the astringent. And next is the Erica catechu. Erica catechu, the common name of this plant is Areca palm, and the most common is the betel nut palm, that we call it the supari. So betel nut palm or supari or the Areca palm, the scientific name is the Areca catechu, and the very much important active constituent present in the plant is the arecoline. So Ricolin is, I think, is an alkaloid, and you check it whether this is alkaloid or not. But this is alkaloid. So Areca catechu active constituent ericolane present in particularly seed or nut, possessing the enthelmintic type of property that is going to kill the worm. So enthelmintic. Next plant is the lal mirch, that is the Capsicum annuum. Capsicum annuum is common name is lal mirchi and possess the capsicum. possess the active constituent capsicum, and particularly this one is present in the dried seed. So dried seed possess this capsicum, dried seed possess this capsaicin. Regarding its pharmacological activity is concerned, it is used against the cancer, against the it is used as a carminative, used as a anti-inflammatory, and regarding this rubefacient and stomachic, rubefacient means the drug, the constituent is going to produce the increase in circulation at increase in circulation, that is called rubefacient. Next plant is the Mentha peperata. Mentha peperata common name is the pudina. This is also very much used in our household, and they possess the active constituent menthol and menthone. And because of this active constituent menthol and menthone that is present in the leaf part, and leaf should be fresh leaf, and possess various therapeutic efficacy. It removes the gases from the GI tract, that is carminative. It also removes the spasm, so spasmolytic. Also, it helps to cure the ulcer, anti-ulcer, anti-allergic, diuretic, antibacterial, cholagogue. So these are the various therapeutic or pharmacological property this plant possess, that is Mentha piperita. Next is the Rauwolfia serpentina. Rauwolfia serpentina is also possess very important alkaloid in this plant, Rauwolfia serpentina, and the name of the plant is quite matching with the scientific name, and the name is reserpine. And physiological function of this reserpine is to inhibit the uptake of norepinephrine into a storage vehicle. So therefore, the function of norepinephrine is not prolonged. So its function will fastly deteriorated because of reserpine, which inhibit the uptake of norepinephrine. So the another constituent present in raw Wolfia serpentina and also important is rescinamine, and this reserpine is possess the antihypertensive activity. So this antihypertensive property of this reserpine is because it inhibits the action of the catecholamine, that is norepinephrine, and also a neurosedative, also a tranquilizer. Next plant is the Hypericum perforatum. The common name of this Hypericum perforatum is Sant John wort, also known as goat weed. So this is a weed, and also also known by common name Choli fulea. And the active constituent of Hypericum perforatum is as per the constituent present in the plant, and the name is as per the name of the plant. So the constituent is hypericin and also contain the quercetin. The all part present contain this active constituent. So the action of Hypericum perforatum are germicidal, anti-inflammatory. It also inhibit an enzyme that is the monoamine oxidase. So it is inhibitor of an enzyme monoamine oxidase, and this hypericum is also a primary photodynamic element. Particularly the hyper, I'm talking about the hypericin. So hypericin is particularly very much to be used as a photodynamic, and almost all part of the plant have this constituent hypericin and quercetin. Next is the Atropa belladonna. This is also very important. So Atropa belladonna possess the active constituent atropine, also scopolamine, also hyoscyamine, and this plant Atropa belladonna is also called deadly nightshade oblique belladonna. So Atropa belladonna is possessing these various important alkaloid are atropine, hyoscyamine, and scopolamine. And this is called this plant is present, active constituent is present in the root and the leaves, and that I have already mentioned. This is the anticholinergic, and we have to use as a pre-anesthetic. This also anodyne property of this plant. Next plant is the Cinnamomum camphora. Cinnamomum camphora is camphor tree, common name, contain active constituent camphor, present in the plant part wood, and the main purpose of this plant is to act as a rubefacient, so that we have to increase the rubefacient. This rubefacient increase the blood flow where we are applying it. So Cinnamomum camphora. The active constituent is the camphor. Now next is the Papaver somniferum. Papaver somniferum is the poppy plant or opium poppy, and this is very important plant, that is Papaver somniferum, because the constituent, if you have to see, then you will say this is very important plant, and the constituent are opium, then the codeine, then the morphine, and then the heroin. Nowadays, the government is going to ban this to use, but this drug is to be used, particularly the codeine, I mean morphine, and morphine is as an analgesic in the in a cancerous patient when the pain is unbearable. So at that time you have to use this opium poppy. Next is the Colchicum autumnale. Colchicum autumnale is this plant called Colchicum autumnale. The active constituent of this plant is quite similar to the botanical name. So name is colchicine. So this colchicine active principle present in the plant Colchicum autumnale, possessing have known by various common name are colchicum, autumn crocus, meadow saffron, neck lady, and this plant is present, active constituent is present in the corn part of the plant, and this is used against the gout, so anti-gout property of this plant, colchicine, particularly the constituent colchicine. Next is the Digitalis purpurea. Regarding Digitalis purpurea is concerned, purpurea is concerned, the common name of Digitalis purpurea is foxglove, and they are because they and their active constituent is quite match with the scientific name Digitalis. So the common name is digitoxin, digoxin, and these are the part of the plant where this active constituent is mainly present, that is the leaf, and they are cardiac glycoside. Cardiac glycoside is the therapeutic utility of Digitalis purpurea. Next is the Cephalis ipecacuana. Cephalis ipecacuana, the common name is also quite match with this scientific name of the plant Cephalis ipecacuana. So ipecacuana is simply you say the have the ipecac. Even you are not recalling, you have to keep in this way, then you have to know more in more better way. So Cephalis ipecacuana, the common name is ipecac or ipecacuana. The active principle is an alkaloid, and which produce the emetic. So the active constituent are emetine and cephalin. So cephalin is coming from genus, and emetine is coming from mother Ipecacuana. So this is all about the Cephalis ipecacuana, and this plant particularly present, and the active constituent is particularly present in the root part of the plant, and the emetic that we already mentioned. Next is the Ephedra vulgaris. Ephedra vulgaris is the common name of this plant is mahuang, or also called ephedra. Possessing very important alkaloid is called ephedrine or pseudoephedrine. Whole aerial part of the plant are possessing almost this constituent ephedrine and is a sympathomimetic. We have to use this as a sympathomimetic. Next is the Podophyllum peltatum. Name of the plant is Podophyllum peltatum. The common name of this Podophyllum peltatum are maple, ground lemon, wild mandrake, and the active constituent present in this Podophyllum peltatum is etoposide. Etoposide is an alkaloid, and why this is important? Because because this is we are using as a anti-neoplastic agent. So that is why this is very very important. We are using as a anti-neoplastic agent, and the alkaloid is etoposide is present in this plant, particularly the part of the plant is in the root or rhizome. So this is very very important. Another one is the teniposide. This also posing in holistic way, in combined way. So this is present there. Then next plant is Physostigma venenosum. So Physostigma venenosum is the common name of this plant is calabar bean or ordeal bean, and contain a very important constituent physostigmine. And where this physostigmine is present mainly in which part of the plant of this Physostigma venenosum, that is particularly the seed. And what is the property of this Physostigma? This property of the mechanism of action of this constituent Physostigma is to inhibit an enzyme within the body that we call it the acetylcholine or choline esterase inhibitor. So this enzyme is inhibited by physostigmine. So physostigmine inhibit the physiological enzyme choline esterase or acetylcholine esterase. So this physostigmine is inhibitor of this enzyme, and also use as a reduce the intraocular pressure. So we have to use as a anti-glaucoma. Next plant is Pilocarpus jaborandi. This Pilocarpus jaborandi common name is Indian hemp or jaborandi. The active constituent present in this plant is, the name is clear telling, that is pilocarpine. So you have to recall the active constituent by name also. The pilocarpine is an alkaloid present in the plant Pilocarpus jaborandi, and this is a cholinergic agonist and possessing the anti-glaucoma activity. So this is about the Pilocarpus jaborandi. Next plant is Cinchona ledgeriana. So we all know about this plant, Cinchona. So from the bark of this plant, Cinchona ledgeriana, we obtain the active constituent quinine, and this quinine is possessing the antimicrobial activity. So this is a very important plant, Cinchona ledgeriana, and the common name is the cinchona. So this is about the cinchona. Next plant is the Strychnus nux vomica. This is also very very important plant, and this is also called nux vomica. This is also called Quaker buttons. And this plant possesses the alkaloid, we call it the strychnine, and the physiological function whatsoever the body have, strychnine is particularly a inhibitor of the inhibitory neurotransmitter glycine. So glycine is inhibited by the strychnine alkaloid present in the Strychnus nux vomica, and therefore because of the inhibition of the glycine, the excitatory activity appear, because the glycine is a inhibitory neurotransmitter. Present this is present in particularly the seed, and the activity is rodentocide and ruminatory. So this is about the Strychnus nux vomica. Next plant is Texas brevifolia. Possess a very good constituent we call the Taxol. This Taxol is matched with the Texas. So Taxol brevifolia, common name is Pacific yew. The active constituent is also coming from Texas brevifolia, that is Taxol, possess anti-cancerous property or anti-neoplastic property present in the bark of this plant. So this is about the Texas brevifolia. Next are next plant is Chondrodendron tomentosum. Chondrodendron tomentosum poses common name Curare, have the alkaloid like D-tubercularine, and D-tubercularine is a competitive N-acetylcholine receptor antagonist. So this D-tubercularine is an active alkaloid, is an alkaloid present in plant, common name curare, and scientific name is Chondrodendron tomentosum. And this alkaloid tubercularine is particularly present in the leaf of the root of the plant and used as a skeletal muscle relaxant. So this D-tubercularine is the skeletal muscle relaxant. Next plant is the Catharanthus roseus. This Catharanthus roseus possesses two very important alkaloids. That alkaloid are called vincristine and vinblastine. These constituent vinblastine, vincristine is possessing the anti-neoplastic property. So anti-cancerous property of vincristine and vinblastine, that is the active constituent present in the plant Catharanthus roseus, and that is the sap. Part of the plant is the sap, and activity is the anti-cancerous activity. And next and the last plant is the Paus, Paucinistelia yohembi. Paucinistelia yohembi, the common name is yohembi, that is the same yohembi, possess the also the same active constituent is yohembine, is an alkaloid, and this plant bark part possess this constituent mainly and used to increase the sex libido, which we call aphrodisias. So this is all about the 34 number of class.